Hello everyone, welcome back. I want to link a video for you guys to watch by Jimmy Dore with regards to bad police attitude and bad police training. Now, Jimmy Dore is like a hardcore leftist that I generally disagree with. I probably disagree with about 95% of the things that he normally says. However, in this video, I probably agree with about 95% of the things that he's saying. I think this video is well worth watching. And as you're watching this video, you're going to see footage of police and basically police acting the way that they've been trained to act. Because now it's not just one cop or two cops. Now it's a lot of cops all working together the way that they have been trained. What you're going to see, you're going to see some things that I think that will highlight the problems. The first problem with police is the attitude. Okay, they have a bad attitude, and the second problem is the training that they get. Okay, now between the two, the attitude is more important versus the training, because even if you have good training but you have a bad attitude, you're going to misapply that good police training. So, but here's a case of bad attitude plus bad police training, which really compounds the situation into a disaster. Okay, so what's the police attitude? Well, I know as a range safety officer, I've heard it, I've observed it over the years at different gun ranges. Just interacting with police as a range safety officer. The attitude of police, first of all, is the them versus us. Okay, so police see themselves kind of like as a class. Okay, they're separate from the politicians above them, separate from the civilians below them, and they have this fraternity, right? They even have the fraternal order of police. So they see themselves as separate from the rest of society. So that's the first problem. Okay, and one of the things that you will hear repeatedly in police circles is the officer must go home. Okay, what does that mean? The officer must go home. Well, what that means, right, and what it reinforces, is that the police officer's life is more important than the civilian's life. Okay, in my opinion, if you're gonna become a police officer, right, where your job is to serve and protect, okay, the civilian's life is more important than your life. Okay, that's just the nature of the job. And if you don't want to do the job, don't do the job. Don't become a police officer. It's just like if you're going to be a fireman. If you're a fireman, your job is to go into burning buildings and save lives and property. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, if you don't like taking that risk, don't become a fireman. Okay, so if you're going to become a police officer, your job is to put other people's safety before your own safety, and that means hesitating. Okay, one of the things that police are taught is no hesitation training. They're taught that if you hesitate to draw your gun and fire, you're gonna die. Okay, well, you know what? It is one of the things that I have always taught people, right? That I have trained is that it is better for you to die rather than for you to shoot the wrong person. Okay, so, and this applies to me personally. I would rather take a chance and be a little bit slower, right? And risk me getting killed rather than risk killing the wrong person. Okay, so that has to become the new attitude of police. Because as of right now, police officers, their attitude is that it's most important that they stay alive, that they go home, and they are willing to risk other people's lives. So that's the first thing that has changed. The second thing that has changed is the training. And again, over the years, I've watched police officers at the range as a range safety officer. Most of them, when they draw out of the holster, their fingers on that trigger, which means if they get scared and they twitch, they're gonna fire that gun. Okay, when I train people, when I train civilians, I teach them, you draw your gun, fingers off the trigger, get your sights on target, and then you decide if you need to shoot. And if it's, if that means being a little bit slower, so be it. Again, it's more important that you not kill the wrong person. Okay. Now here's the thing. Here's a solution, right? Because in this video that I'm linking, he points out all the problems, right? All the problems of police attitude. He points out the problems of police training, but he doesn't offer a solution. I do have a solution. Okay, because I've lived in cities and I've also lived in the country. Okay, and in the country we generally have sheriffs who are elected officials, right? They're elected, and the sheriffs are directly accountable to the people, right? And if they don't do a good job, next election they get tossed out of their, they get tossed out of their job. In cities, the departments are run by police chiefs, who are appointed by mayors. So the police chiefs are not directly accountable to the people. So what that means is, one of the biggest concerns of mayors is financing. Okay, so they basically use the police as taxing agents. They want them to go out, write as many tickets as they can, make the type of arrests that are going to generate revenue. Okay, so the mayors are using the police as taxing agents, and their training is more geared to that. Police get more training on how to write tickets, than on how to, safely arrest people. Okay. Now, if you change that, okay, if you make all police chiefs and all departments directly elected by the people in that precinct, the priorities of the police chiefs are going to change. Okay, all of a sudden they're going to be less concerned with writing tickets to generate money for the mayor, and they're going to be more concerned with actually serving and protecting the community. And the training is going to change. Okay, so again, watch this video. He's about 95% right. There's a couple of things that he's got really wrong. One of the things that he's got really wrong is that he thinks that conservatives or constitutionalists, that we for some reason support the police going around and hurting people, when in fact, when I look at those police, I look at them and I say, okay, those are the cops, the ones that are beating people up in the streets. Those are the cops that are going to come to take away my guns and kill me in the middle of the night. Okay, those are the cops, those are the police that are going to violate their oath to the Constitution. And when they're told, okay, go start gathering, start invading people's homes and taking their property away, those cops in this video, those are the ones that they're going to send, and those are the ones that are going to do what they're told to do, because that's what they enjoy doing. They enjoy enforcing their they enjoy forcing their will upon people and forcing them into compliance. Okay. So anyway, watch this video. It's by Jimmy Dore. He's a hardcore leftist. I disagree with like 95% of the stuff that he normally says, but in this video, he's about 95% right, not 100% right, about 95% right. And yes, he's very mistaken when he thinks that conservatives support what police are doing. Okay? When we look at police, we're like, okay, those are the guys that they're going to send after us, and they're not coming to beat us up. They're just coming. They're going to break into our house, and they're just going to kill us. Okay, so watch the video. Post some comments in the comment section. Share it around. This is a video that's definitely worth seeing. And if you like my video, give it a thumbs up, share it. And if you're not a member of my channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.